Welcome to the weekly press briefing of the Kosovo Specialist Chambers, where we aim to provide journalists with an update on the latest developments at the court, a look ahead at the next week, and the opportunity to ask questions. In the case of Hüsnü Gutsati and Nasim Haradinaj, the SPO on 3rd of March filed its final trial brief. The parties' closing statements are scheduled to take place from 14th March, starting at 9:30 until 18th of March. During the closing statements, the parties will seek to highlight the most important aspects from their cases and may be asked questions by the trial panel. The accused have the right to speak last, and their statements are scheduled for 18th of March. On 7th of March, President Trandafilova assigned a Court of Appeals panel following Mr. Nasim Haradinaj's appeal of Trial Panel 2's decision ordering his continued detention. The panel is composed of the judges Michel Picard, Kai Ambos, and Nina Jürgensen. In the case of Mr. Salih Mustafa, the Defense Trial Preparation Conference was held jointly with the Victim Status Conference on 8th and 9th of March to discuss the next steps in the proceedings. The trial panel issued a number of oral orders in this case, including scheduling the 22nd of March as the date for the defense's opening statements, followed by 23rd of March, when the testimony of the defense's first witness will commence. The defense was allocated a total of 36 hours for direct examination of its 17 witnesses authorized to testify. The panel further authorized victim 05 to present their views and concerns before the panel on 21st of March at 9:30 for 1 hour. The victim's identity will be kept confidential vis-à-vis the public. In addition, the panel appointed the Dutch Forensic Institute to medically assess the psychiatric and physical damage and injuries suffered by 3 victims and ordered the institute to prepare a report accordingly. This report is to be submitted to the panel by 13th of May and is without prejudice to the panel's ultimate decision on the innocence or guilt of the accused. On 4th of March, the pretrial judge in the Piatashala case set 31st of May as the tentative date by which he intends to transfer the case file to a trial panel. The next pretrial hearing in the case against Mr. Thaci and co-accused is scheduled to take place on 24th of March, starting at 2:30 in the afternoon. In other news, this week, the KSC outreach team has been meeting with law students in Mitrovica North, with law students from Fuž Kosovo and Lipjan in Pristina, with students of a medical high school in Pristina, with high school students in Peja, as well as with communities in Novo Brdo and Šilovo. That was all from me. If there are any questions, I'll be happy to respond.